Find the nth term for this sequence. You can do it two ways. So we're going to approach the question two different ways, two different directions. We're going to solve it using the arithmetic sequence formula, and then we're going to solve it again using the geometric sequence formula. So for the arithmetic sequence approach, we identify just the powers. We leave the tens out, and if you just look at the powers, 1, 3, 5, 7, they form an arithmetic sequence. So this sequence can use the arithmetic sequence formula, which is this one. Identify the a sub 1, which is the first term in the sequence, 1. Identify the d, which is the arithmetic difference, which is a 2. Remember, the 2 is the one that you're adding to each term to get the next term. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. That's the d. That goes here. So make these substitutions here. Simplify. 2 times n, 2 times negative 1. That's this one. The one's tagging on. Simplify some more. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. And here's a 2n. So this is the power of the nth term for the original sequence. So just tag on the 10 since each term has a 10. So it's 10 to the 2n minus 1. This represents the nth term for the original sequence that was given to us. Now we're going to do the same problem, get the same answer, but we're going to approach it through the geometric sequence formula. This time, instead of just concentrating on the powers, we're going to go ahead and take the whole term. That means the 10 is going to be included. So notice how the 10 to the first becomes 10 to the third. You multiply times 10 to the second. And then 10 to the third times 10 to the second is 10 to the fifth. 10 to the fifth times 10 to the second is 10 to the seventh. And notice each time I multiply times the same number. Therefore, this is a geometric sequence. So bring in the geometric sequence formula. Do your replacements, your substitutions. The first term, a sub 1, is 10 to the first. So you put it here. R, which is the geometric ratio, is 10 to the second. That's the number you multiplied over and over to get the next term. That's going to go where the R is. So that R, which is 10 to the second, is going to be raised to n minus 1 power. So you plug it in, do the substitution, simplify. Notice, here's the a sub 1, here's the R. Rule for powers. A power to a power, you multiply the powers, 2 times n, 2 times negative 1. That's 2n minus 2. Here's the a sub 1. It's tagging on for the right. And notice we're multiplying two numbers that are powers, that have powers, and they have the same base. The rule for power says that if they have the same base, you add the powers. So 1 plus 2n minus 2. Simplify. And ultimately, you get the nth term for this sequence. A sub n equals 10 to the 2n minus 1. This is the nth term for the given sequence.